Hi guys, today we're going to be taking a look at removing the instrument cluster. This is from the A4, S4 or RS4, B6 and B7, 2001 through 2008. The process for removing the Speedo cluster is the same. There's a few steps that are involved, so we're going to take a quick look at getting this out now. Okay, first thing to point out is I've removed the decorative trim and the headlight switch, etc. As you can see, this has nothing to do with the job that I'm filming currently. This is some work that I did earlier. You do not need to remove the decorative trim or the headlight switch. You can leave all that in place. However, what you do need to remove, that I've removed here, is the lower dash panel. The entire panel, the lower half of it just here. Now, if you're unsure how to do that, I'll put a link in the info section below this video on YouTube. So if you're unsure, you can take a quick look at doing that and come back to this video so you're already at this stage. So the first thing I'm going to do is adjust the steering wheel so we've got as much space to get the Speedo out as possible. So we're going to move it down as far as it will go and forward as far as it will go. Lock that into place, and that gives us as much space as possible to remove this. So what we need to do is there's a couple of screws that are holding this in situ, and there's actually a hidden cover which I'm pointing at right now. So we actually need to remove this center panel. This is the panel between your buttons on either side. So literally this whole center panel here comes out. So what we need to do is reach in, grab the whole thing and pull it towards you. As you can see, this whole panel comes out, and that'll give us access to the two screws. They are actually in there quite deep. I don't know whether you'll be able to see them. They're usually gold, so they may well stand out. But if you look down in the holes there that we've created by removing that section, hopefully you can just see the glimmer of some gold Torx pan-headed screws. So that's what we're going to remove next, is both of those screws. Okay, so you're going to need a fairly long blade. This is a size 25 Torx. Like so. I'll just grab my magnet tool to recover the screw. They're not particularly long, as you can see, so that's how you remove those. I'm going to do exactly the same on the second screw now. So once we've removed the two screws, that's pretty much all that's holding this in. So if you reach down the back of it, which is why you need to remove the lower panel below the steering wheel to give you access, you can see that the whole thing starts to come out fairly easily. Now there's a few electrical connections that need to be disconnected. I'll show you a couple of them. If I can just remove this just a little bit for a second. If I pull this forward, you'll be able to see on your side, nearest the camera, there should be an electrical connection down in there somewhere. Yep, there he is, just on the end of my finger. Hopefully you can just about see that in there. So that one needs to be disconnected first of all, but then there's also ones that are on directly the opposite side. This one can often be removed from the side, which is what I'm going to try and do now. The ones that are on the door side of the car usually have to reach up from underneath. So let's focus on this one first, and I'll show you the more complicated one second. Now once we've disconnected this blue plug, it's also a good idea, if you feel your way down, you'll actually feel there's a little plastic hook on the back of the Speedo that keeps this cable in place. You probably can't quite see it from where you are. It's a good idea before you go any further just to unlock that. You can see it just popped out. Literally just push it up and it will pop out of the little hook there, and so we can get that out of the way. So next we're going to remove the electrical connector on the door side of the Speedo. It's a slightly harder one to get out. If you go up underneath there and shine the torch up in there, hopefully you can see the connector. It's actually green on this side, again with a purple connector. Hopefully you can see that there. And so I'm just going to pop that off now. Okay, so you can see the connector right here. Again, like the other one, you've got a little purple latch on it, and you've got to lift this off first of all, like so. Push that up, and then the whole plug will be removed just like that. So we've removed the two electrical connections from the rear of the unit here, making sure that we've also flicked the cable that had the blue plug on the end. Make sure we flick that out of the hook that's on the back of this unit, so this is ready to come out. Now before I try and take this out properly, what I'm going to do is just protect the top steering wheel cowl here, just in case I end up having to wrestle with it a little bit. Obviously I don't want to scratch the steering wheel cowl, so just got a little bit of protection like so, and then we can pop it out. As before, just work it out from the back and from both sides equally. There it comes. Okay. There we go, and the whole unit is removed like so.